Hey, it's Mikey D. Welcome to my little wood shop on my medium-sized roof in my giant city. Peckerhead is out flying around a little bit. It's a beautiful early spring day. It's like 75 degrees out. It's amazing. It's perfect. But we're going to do some little project today. And I was trying to think what to do. But I was doing some pruning on I have a small crabapple tree. And there was one dead branch on it. So I cut it, and I'm looking at it, and I'm going, this might be big enough to make a pen blank, or at least half a pen blank. And then we could use maybe this acrylic, this nice cool looking acrylic, for the other half. So we could do a crabapple and acrylic pen today. What do you think of that? Where's Peckerhead? I'd want his opinion. I'm sure he'll approve. All right, well, what the hell? Let's get started. All right, so if you notice, I have a new camera angle. I was getting tired of the shaky camera, if you remember the shaky camera. So now I put a rod across the top of the shed and attached the camera to that, so we get this nice downward view of the table and of the lathe. And we could move, there'll be other angles too. But I'm examining this piece of crabapple wood, and I'm thinking the best part to use would probably be here, because this here is kind of cracked. And I'm afraid that crack might go all the way through. So first thing we need to do is to cut this piece off, and we're making a pen, so you want to make sure that the blank is size for that is going to fit this metal tube. So we have more than we need right here. So let's just start with a cut. I have it in the little vise here. I'm putting my glove, this one glove on, because in the past I've had the saw jump and slice my hand, which was not a lot of fun. So we're going to just use this saw. This is the saw I used to cut it off the tree. All right. Probably don't need this, but put it on the side for now. So I think this actually looks like this could be a good piece of wood. So this could be pretty. This could be a really pretty piece of wood. I'm excited to work with this, because I love crabapple wood. It's very, very pretty. And then I'm going to put away I was going to use olive wood, but when I discovered that piece of crabapple wood, decided to go with that. And we had this really nice piece of acrylic, which I've been dying to use. So we need to cut this one as well. Where's that pen tube? And let's mark this up. I'll put my reading glasses on just so things are a little clearer. It's funny, I could read a tiny sign from a mile away, but when it comes to close-up, need the glasses. So I'm just going to mark it right there. That'll be just slightly more than I need. I don't like to have too much extra, because then you always have to wind up dealing with that. All right, I'm going to use my hacksaw on this. I need new hacksaw blades. This blade is old, not as sharp as it once was, but then aren't we all? I don't know about that, but opening this door, get some sunlight in. It's a gorgeous day, as I mentioned. There you go. Oh, I can smell that acrylic. All right, it's a little rough edge there, but we could sand that down. All right, I'm back, and Peckerhead's here. Hey, Peckerhead.
Hey, what's going on?
What'd you do? Where'd you go for the park?
I was flying around the neighborhood. There's this lady on the FDR Drive. She gives out food.
All right, so we're going to start with drilling the hole through through each blank. Start with the acrylic, and with the 7-millimeter bit. So that's first part. Let's just get that done quickly.
Hey, is that edible, that red stuff?
No, that's not pigeon food. I know, it looks kind of like candy.
Yeah, that kind of looks like some kind of sweet dessert.
Yeah.
Kind of like gummy worms.
It does look like worms. You can smell that acrylic as the bit is heating it up as it's going through. It's a very distinct smell. so unnatural, so not like cutting wood.
Yeah, how about cutting the cheese?
Oh, cutting cheese. Oh, you're funny.
Yeah, it doesn't really smell like gummy worms.
It's just such a chemically smell. But acrylic has its place, and it can look very, very pretty. I haven't worked with it in a bit. I've been working with resin and wood, but I haven't done anything with acrylic in a while. Now, the one problem with this lathe is you can only go this far. So what you have to do is we have to back out, loosen everything, and then turn this back in so we get more extension for the blade, more room for the blade to go through all the way. My only beef with this lathe. It also takes a bit to turn it back, but that's all right. It is what it is, and it does a good job for the most part.
Yeah, kind of like you.
Oops, sorry.
You want to be careful there. I'm going to put my head right into the lathe.
Drunk.
Well, the lady that was feeding us was.
Can people see him? Yeah, there he goes. I know he's kind of close to the.
I'm going to get my beak whacked
yeah,
off.
I know. Should I put your mask on?
Yeah, not a bad idea.
I'm not wearing
you
mine.
You should too.
Let me put yours on, just because you're kind of close to it.
I think it's kind of tight on my head.
Kind of close to that
you
thing,
said
buddy.
First.
I don't want you to get stuff in your eyes. All right, good. I have my reading glasses on. This is drilling the hole is usually.
Hey, look at that.
Knock on wood, but.
That really looks like a worm.
It's pretty safe. Look at that. Oh wow, look at that. Did you see the way the resin was spiraling along the bit? Look at that.
That's how they can't even eat it.
That's pretty cool. I'll make sure I zoom in on that so you guys could see that when it happened. That had a life of its own. That was pretty wild. You're right. It does look like a worm, and now it's acting like a worm. I think we made it through. I think we made it through the other side. Break on through to the other side.
Yeah, Jim Morrison here.
All right. All right. Let's see if. Well, actually, I'm going to keep it in here because I want to clean this face up because it's a little rough, and so I'm not even going to. I'm not going to take it out of the chuck. I'm going to keep it right there, and I'll get my Forster bit while it's there, ready to go. Here we go. So let's use the big one. Make sure nah, that's too big. Let's use this one. This should work. Forstner bit.
You mean like Alan Dean Foster?
No, not like Alan Dean Foster, the writer. Forstner. How do you know about Alan Dean Foster?
I'm a Star Wars geek.
You're a Star Wars geek. I'm wearing my Star Wars t-shirt today. He wrote Splinter of the Mind's Eye.
Yep, sure did. Also wrote for Star
One of
Trek.
those spin-off books of the Star Wars spin-off books. I don't know how many fans are out there who remember those spin-off books of the Han Solo books. Han Solo and the Lost Legacy. I still love those books. I was total Star Wars geek. And I still am. Oops, why is this? Oh, stuck. The hell? Oh, you know what? I got to speed up. The lathe was going way too slow. Way too slow. See if that again. It's the corners aren't. You clean the face up, it flattened that out, but the corners are still a little weird. You know what? I might have to use. I think I'm going to use the big one. I think I'm going to use the big one just to make sure. I don't use this that often. Let's use this one. What the hell, right? Peckerhead.
It's not the size of the Forstner bit, but the motion of the lathe.
Haha, it's very funny. Not the size of the Forstner bit, but the motion of the lathe. Yep. You're a wise guy. You're a Weisenheimer. I'm not sure if this is going to, let's see this.
Yeah, that's better.
All right. Nice. Nice and flat. Smooth. It did its job. That's what it's for. All right. So I got the Crabapple blank in there. And we got the bit back on. And Peckerhead's still there with his mask on. We're going to watch
Yeah, well, it's
this.
not like I got hands.
Now, hopefully this will drill
myself.
fine. It's not too dry. It's not too brittle. It won't shatter. If this drill goes through successfully, I feel confident we could turn it. But if not, we'll have to switch to the olive wood. I'm going to slow down the lathe a bit. blocking it. Sorry.
Hey, don't bogart my screen time.
Hope I wasn't blocking the acrylic one. I guess I'll know
Acrylic,
that one.
Schmillick, you were blocking me. Peckerhead. Star.
I can smell the wood. It's nice. All right, we reached the end of this here, so got to turn this back in. Again, this is one problem with this lathe.
Jeez, would you have garlic foliage?
Hole seems to be going fine. Maybe this wood will work. I hope so.
You know, I like that tree. I hope he didn't destroy it.
Really, you used to hang on to that tree? Well, the tree's still there, buddy. It just took one branch off. Well, yeah, so last year I had a lot of flowers on my crabapple tree, but I didn't get any fruit. Now, the previous year I got a few crabapples. So let's see what happens this year. I gave it some, I reworked the soil, I gave it some worm casings, I gave it some fertilizer.
Worm casings?
So hopefully
Yummy.
this season will be, we'll have some apples. So I grew up with a crabapple tree up in East Harlem, our backyard, and I still love climbing that tree and eating the crab apples. And like I told you, when we cut it down, I saved some of the wood. Oh, wood.
Hey, how'd I miss that one?
You got a one-track mind, Peckerhead.
Yeah, well, the crabapple doesn't fall too far from the tree.
Let's get through here. All right, we're almost there. I think this needs to be lubricated. I lubricated it last
Blade
time.
lubrication by KY.
Stop.
I'm waiting. Passing time.
We went through. Yep, we are through. All right. Oops, came right off. So here we go. The wood is, it's not really centered here. I'm a little concerned about that. It's a bit on an angle. Might be a problem. We have all this bark on it too.
Is the tree's bark worse than its bite?
Yeah, you're a philosopher, Peckerhead. Well, we'll see. Might be a little odd shaped, but we'll do the best we can do. All right, next step is I gotta put the tubes in. All right, so I'm going to put the tubes in the blanks and set those to dry. And on the next episode, we will get that wood starting to turn. Until next episode, go play with your wood.
Yeah, go play with your wood.